Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, guys? Today we are updating the cornerback tier list. Before we get started, though, of course, if you are in the 53% of people who watch the videos and are not subscribed, let's change that right now. Head down there, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. We post daily Madden 24 content, gameplays, tier list, all that good stuff. So definitely make sure you are subscribed to the channel with those notifications on so you know when new videos do go live. The shout out for today's video goes to my man Winkler Dinkler 8309 for commenting the emoji on last video, or commenting on last video. If you want a chance to be shouted out in the next one, let's comment the snowman emoji. Let's comment the snowman emoji for a chance to be shouted out in the next one. Let's get started. Okay, so here is the tier list so far. Obviously, a bunch of new names on here, as well as the fully updated, fully upgraded Rondé Barber. We have Shavarius Ward here from playing the limited time mode. A couple of the team diamonds like Ionis Williams, Troy Vincent, Ryan McNeil. We have some of the old cards. I actually did move up Tariq Woolen as well because his ability set up with his size and his speed is still very top tier. So I did move him up a little bit. And obviously, we have the dumbed down version of Richard Sherman and still Christian Gonzalez at S tier. Let me know down in the comment section though. Even looking here, is anyone too high? Is anyone too low? Let me know what you think. And even at the end of the video, let me know what you guys think about the tier list. I love seeing what you guys have to say about them. So let's just get started. The first name we're looking at today is going to be the out of position Tank Dell. Okay, so here is Tank Dell. 93 speed, 93 acceleration. This card actually, he does play well as far as him staying with his receiver and things like that. But, you know, you're using him as a KO receiver, and he really is going to be just a man-to-man guy, because look at the abilities. He doesn't get any zone KOs, so, you know, you need this guy to be a KO guy, right? And he doesn't get zone KOs. And for a lot of people, they only play zone coverage, and I even think deep route KO, if you're playing man-to-man, is just too expensive. I try to find the discounts where I can find them, as far as, you know, discounted deep route KOs, which is only Keenan Allen right now in the game, and of course, he's my safety. But medium route KO, I never like medium route KO because I feel like it's too fuzzy, the line as to where it's really affected. And, you know, unlike a mid-in or a mid-out, you were able to kind of control what route your receiver runs to make that activate. With medium route KO, you just can't do that. You can't really control, you know, what the other receiver is going to run. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. This card interesting to me. He's obviously 5'10", and again, he's a KO receiver. That doesn't get great KOs for a majority of people. So, with that being said, I'm going to put Tank Dell actually pretty low underneath Asante Samuel. But I like his speed, I like his physical, all that good stuff. You're able to kind of play him in a flat or something like that. This card can be super viable. Or even man to man, even it's tough because he's small, and you're not gonna get those crazy deflections. You're not gonna get like consistent KOs like that, especially in this year's game. So Tank Dell, I like his physicals. I like the card. I got him at A tier. He's still pretty good though. I will definitely say that. But honestly, I would hear an argument for this card even being lower. I actually might move him down a little bit. I'm gonna put him in here actually. It's kind of disrespectful, but I just feel like it's right. And next up, let's talk pretty much the opposite, and that is Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson is a zone cornerback who I've been using in man-to-man coverage. I did pull this card. I've been using him in man-to-man coverage, and he plays okay. Keep in mind, I do have +6 to my man-to-man coverage because I also have the chill out strat card. So not only +1 speed, which everyone can have right now. Everyone on all the zero chill cards, besides the Monday mix-up cards, are able to get +1 speed, as well as +2 man, all that good stuff. So, yeah, Calvin Johnson, the highest you're able to get him is 86 man coverage. And if you do play all Madden game modes, which is, you know, MUT Champs, as well as, I believe the new LTD mode is also Hall of Fame, or all Madden. Yeah, he does hit the 85 threshold. So he does play pretty good in man coverage from what I've seen. Also being 6'5" helps a lot. So the reason why as far as my value on height in this game, at receiver, it's nice. I don't think it's super consistent at catching this year, but it's kind of hard to throw a pick to a tall receiver because you're able to kind of swerve and get the hands in the way or whatever. But with a tall cornerback, the way that man coverage plays this year, and the way they kind of have these glitchy overhead animations and things like that, even being able to swat and having the longer arms and SWAT animations, you're like, damn, sometimes you're like, damn, how'd that guy get his hands on that football? The bigger cornerbacks are obviously, I think, better than ever this year. Only problem is still, you know, dropped interceptions. But a guy like Calvin has 93 catching, 93 catching traffic, 94 spec catch, and good zone coverage, as well as getting pretty good abilities. I would say, yeah, I mean, pick artist is an amazing ability, and I know for you zone guys, flat zone KO is really, really nice. So Calvin Johnson, big fan of this card. I think he's definitely S tier, despite not having the 94 top tier speed, you know, in the game right now. I would definitely still put Calvin Johnson in S tier above both the cover athlete Sherman, as well as the blitz Christian Gonzalez. A really nice card with good discounts, good build, good size, and does play very, very well. And next up, let's talk the LTD Richard Sherman. This card is super expensive. Do I think he's worth it? First of all, no. He's not worth it. He's going for 3. 2 minutes ago, he sold for 2.5, which is ridiculous. And I just cannot wait for the 93 Reduxes to drop. I want to get a couple cards for sure. But 93 speed, 91 acceleration, good man, good zone, good press, crazy COD. The awareness and play rec both under 88. On a card you're playing 2.74 is crazy when even Tank Dell has, better awareness and play rec, which is funny, but his card's good. This card's good. He's going to play very, very well. He's obviously a top tier cornerback in the game. Also does get the unstoppable universal coverage for, I believe it's free, right, on this card, which is, it's pretty ridiculous, having that be able to start on. It just throws off your opponent's game plan to kind of start a game. Pick artist and flat zone, same abilities as Calvin Johnson. So this card right here, I would probably say, he's not worth it, right? If you want to use Sherman, just go get the other version of him. But I would put him in front of Calvin Johnson. Very similar cards, right? 2-inch difference or whatever. So yeah, and also he's able to play man, things like that. So and same discount ability. So Sherman, I'd put in front of Calvin Johnson. Both cards are great. And again, as far as bang for your buck goes, just go buy Calvin Johnson. You know what I mean? That's what I would definitely say there. Okay, going back to Harvest, we now have Joey Porter Jr. This card is pretty much just Pat Surtain, and there is going to be a slight adjustment to the tier list. I'll show you in a second. But this card came out obviously before discounted ability, so it does kind of suck. People have obviously mixed opinions on the card. I think he plays good, but him and Pat Surtain are very, very similar. Good, very both can tackle, both are 6'2", both have 92 speed, both are very similar, the same coverage breakdown too. So actually PS2 actually has slightly better press. So if you want to press, go Surtain. But these two cards are pretty much interchangeable in my opinion. Good size, good speed, still in the game. And I also did move up Tariq Woolen. As far as cornerbacks go, in a lot of instances, if you want to use a viable cornerback with deep out zone KO, you're gonna have to put up a lot of coin. If you have Tariq Woolen, he's definitely a card that you could definitely still use. Just play him wherever that deep out zone KO is able to pop. And it's one of the best abilities in this game because again, contested catching this year it's pretty easy. Even if a guy's on another guy, pause, the ball will still be completed in 70% of the time with gift wrap and things like that. So having the KOs is definitely important, especially in this year's game. So Tariq Woolen, we're gonna move him up a little bit. I originally was gonna put Joey Porter up a tier, but I was looking at it and I'm like, he's the same as Pat Surtain. So yeah, I moved him down, and then Tariq Woolen moved him up as well because I like the ability. Okay, let's talk about DaRon Bland. This man just got a Redux. He's still 700k, and the reason for this is obviously he came out way before his time. This card came out still in November, and this is kind of before I think he was actually our first discounted pick artist guy in the game, so he was obviously going for a crazy price tag. If it'll show me here 1.7, he was going for a lot. So he's dropped over time, obviously. Again, if you're playing man-to-man, if I had this guy on my team, he would get to 89 man coverage, I believe, right? It'd be 89 plus 4, I think I get right now. Yeah, 89 man coverage. So would just be just under that 90 threshold. But the reason why this card is so nice is because of 0 AP pick artist. See, pick artist, you don't know, you're having a problem with the drops interceptions because you don't have pick artist. Pick artist will change everything for you as far as contested catching goes. So DaRon Bland, absolute monster this card is. I would say DaRon Bland, man, he's definitely S tier. The only issues I really have with the card is the man coverage. It's really the only issue for me. And also, he's not a great tackler. He's got good tackling stats, but not much power. So bigger backs will just move him down the field pretty easily. But still, I'm going to put DaRon Bland up here at S tier. Put him in front of Calvin Johnson. And being that 0 AP, he's still 6 foot. Yeah, I'll put him over Calvin. He's still 6 foot. 0 AP pick artist is obviously exclusive right now. We probably won't see another 0 AP pick artist until after Zero Chill, unless they want to drop some really broken card. They might do it, or even for the gift Bo Jackson, whatever they do, they might make him a 0 AP. So I don't know. We're gonna have to see, but DaRon Bland, obviously an absolute monster. And next up, we have another brand new Redux, and that is the Harvest Deion Sanders. 93 speed, 92 acceleration, 95 COD, 92 man, 89 zone. As far as catching stats go, low-key disrespectful, and obviously it's Deion, so tackling wise, he's not doing that, right? But he is going to be a great, after an interception, he'll be great at doing that. Unfortunately, Deion came out before there's discounted abilities, so yeah, and people are, he's still very expensive because the Dallas theme teamers, a lot of them didn't buy these cornerbacks, and it feels like Dallas keeps getting LTD corners because this year, I guess, Dallas is EA's moneymaker, kind of like the Raiders were. Even the Eagles have kind of been great this year, but for EA. But the Cowboys, they keep dropping these LTD super expensive cards for them. CeeDee Lamb, Mike Irvin, Everson Walls, Deion Sanders, DaRon Bland. It's been kind of crazy for the Cowboys theme team. But Deion Sanders, He's good. I don't think he's better than a lot of the cards on here already. I'm going to put him at the bottom of S tier for now. I still think he's great, but yeah, as far as the Harvest cards go, when Harvest came out, I guess he was top tier, right? Yeah, when he was revealed, he was top tier because these guys weren't even in the game yet. So that makes sense. I think Bland may have been out already. Was Bland out already? I think Bland was already out. Yeah, Bland may have already been out, but yeah, when Deion came out, he was obviously great, but he's been surpassed because of no discount abilities, bad tackling stats, and he's only 6 foot, and he has under 90s on coverage too. Like, I feel like a Deion card, even this one probably should have had like 94, 95, man. It really kind of set him apart, but that's my opinion. I feel like now they just make every card Deion, right? I mean, it's kind of funny, but yeah, that's where I'm putting Deion Sanders. And next up, we have Martin Emerson, a super slept on, overlooked card. This man is 6'2", 93 speed, 94 acceleration. I know, team of the week again, overlooked again this year. They're coming out with good content this year for team of the week, to be honest, but it's not getting shown that much love. Even you can tell by the price of LTDs and cards like that. Like $500K for this card still, as a set card, is crazy. I still think they should try to find a way to get these cards and team of the week cards at least maybe a little bit cheaper than promo cards when they come out. If they're able to do that, that would be amazing for this promo for going forward. But Martin Emerson, 93 speed, 94 acceleration, 6'2", can play man, can play zone, can press. Bad hands. I'll say that's definitely a problem with this card. Bad hands, but great tackling stats. 85 pursuit, 82 tackling, and does get 1 AP pick artist. So, of course, now we're getting discounted abilities on champions. This is actually big. I mean, this card's really good, man. Martin Emerson's a really, really good card that, in my opinion, people just aren't talking enough about. So, Martin Emerson, I'm going to put him above Christian Gonzalez. I think he's a great card, man. If you had a Browns theme team kind of been eating Peyton Hillis, Everson Walls, Martin Emerson. They got a pretty good cornerback group right there, man. And they still don't even have a Denzel Ward upgrade, who should be getting an upgrade soon. He should be. So, Martin Emerson, S tier. Card is an absolute stud. And the next man up is Derek Stingley Jr. 93 speed, 94 acceleration, 94 man coverage with 90 zone. Great hands across the board, good spec catch, and again, 70 tackling with decent hit power. This card can definitely play out there, man. And also, again, no discounted ability. So, he's pretty much, to me, a better, it's crazy. He's a better Deion Sanders in this game right now. He's a better Deion Sanders at 6 foot. No discountables on either of these guys. And if you take a look at a guy like Sherman, the dumbed down Sherman who we didn't look at today, he still gets good abilities and still gets 1 AP pick artist. So this card right here, I think he's going for like 6, whatever. So, he's still a pretty, I wish he was a little cheaper still. I still wish he was a little bit cheaper. His price is still a little crazy to me. For some reason, yeah, I guess it's like Palomalu and Fitzgerald, they got pretty low pretty quick. But even Lamar Jackson, Hillis, they got low pretty quick. But Sherman didn't really budge. Sherman and Gronk really didn't budge. So, discounted pick artist to me does put Sherman over Stingley. If Stingley had discounted pick artist, he'd be right probably up in here. But he doesn't, so we're going to put him between Sherman and here is Everson Walls, 94 speed, 93 acceleration. Pretty much 90 in all the important stats. My one gripe with this card is I wish he had slightly better hands, but he's 6'1" with good pursuit. Browns, of course, Cowboys LTD cornerback, but really good speed and surprisingly cheap, which is crazy. I don't know. This card's really good. I'm surprised he's not like 1.7. I'll be honest. I'm surprised he's not. I don't know how he's not like 1.7. I don't know. Of course, discounted pick artist, and the problem with doing discount abilities, I already did I even talk about it in this video, but like they kind of got to give every cornerback 1 AP pick artist now. They kind of have to. And, his KOs aren't great, right? Like, I'd rather would see, he doesn't get any zone KOs. Obviously, a man-to-man guy, which for a lot of people is a make-or-break thing. But still a really good card. I would put him up here at S tier. I really would. Again, if you're playing zone coverage, there's kind of a lot of man-to-man guys near the top right now. But if you're playing zone and you want a deep zone KO, go get a guy like Richard Sherman. You know what I mean? Go find these zone corners with the abilities that fit your play style and what you need. Obviously I can't make, if I'm making a zone cornerback tier list, it'd be a little dip, you know what I mean? So, I think Everson Walls is a great card, 6'1", obviously good zone coverage. There's no zone KOs. That's the only problem with these man-to-man archetypes is unless they give them a zone KO, in their discounts, they just can't get them. I do like short route more than medium route, though, I will say that. So getting that's at least pretty nice, especially if you are blitzing. Your opponent got a quick snap read, and you have, Everson Walls shooting out to the flat, getting that KO, which I do like. So, nice card. I think he's an absolute monster, which means, yeah, definitely S tier. And finally, the man who I believe is the best cornerback in the game right now, going for 400K. I made a video on this card last Friday. Rasul Douglas. He's an absolute monster, man. And the reason for this is not only are his stats amazing, but you can actually give him +1 speed, and then plus 2-man coverage. You're able to actually get him if you have the strat cards the right way. 99-man coverage is just nutty. Of course, 1 AP pick artist. And again, I don't love medium route KO, but you only can pick one. So you're going to be picking pick artist. And again, no zone KOs on this coverage. It just could be a problem for a lot of people. I get that, but based off of the pure stats and the size, 6'2", and the habit, everyone can get the chill out strat card for free. Just put 15 minutes in it took me to get it. So Rasul Douglas, absolute stud, absolute monster, and as long as he's getting that +1 speed, +2 man, all the boost to his card, he's gonna be cornerback 1 for me. And of course, him and Everson very similar, but Rasul to me does have the slight edge. So our top 5 cornerbacks right now in Madden 24 Ultimate Team: Rasul number 1, Everson number 2, Sherman at 3, record breaker Deron Bland at 4, and number 5, I do have the zero chill Calvin Johnson. Of course, also considering the chill out strat card, which everybody can get regardless of any team, regardless of what your team looks like. Everyone should have the chill out strat card if you are using the zero chill player. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And of course, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.